Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Albert Potato. Welcome to Mini Motorways. That's right. I don't know why, but this game, it just keeps calling me in a very strange way. It is such a satisfying and enjoyable game. The music just hits all the right notes. The gameplay is just phenomenal, and I want to play more. So we're going to play more. Anyway, I thought today we'd open with a little bit of a 1-2 combo. Dubai and Mexico City. I don't know if they're necessarily tougher maps than any others, but I've certainly performed the worst on these maps. I think, to be honest, one of the key, I guess, one of the key performance indicators, goodness me, that was very, very corporate lingo there, but a key performance indicator of whether I will be good at a map or otherwise is whether there is a river or two. If there are multiple rivers or even a single river, that makes things much more challenging. I mean, we got 2 bridges to start with, which is nice. But it's not gonna be enough to keep us going for the entirety of the game. And there's another body of water out to the left here. It might be the ocean, but don't quote me on that. I guess we'll find out, eh? I guess we'll find out. So what have I learned in terms of top tips since I last saw you? A couple of things. Look at this. Look at how nasty this is. Look at how unbelievably nasty this is. So we can't actually build below the yellow destination currently. So we have to go up here, around here. I mean, we could do that, but we might as well just do that, right? We'll keep it separate for now. I'm not necessarily certain if keeping it separate, keeping the road network separate is actually a good thing. I mean, it works in the short term, but I feel like building systems which don't need to be completely redesigned from the ground up is probably a better way of doing things. That is to say, it's probably better to, to design. I'm gonna take a. Oh, this is tempting, actually. I'm gonna take a roundabout. Even though I did just complain about the fact that I'm almost certainly not gonna have enough bridges. I understand. I like the idea of a roundabout. Now, this is a bit of a risky maneuver here. Also, it doesn't even look like the roundabout is being used particularly thoroughly there, but that's fine. This is almost certainly just about making everything worse. But I hope that you can kind of see where I'm going. Like, it's beneficial for us to start creating systems now that will last into the future. This, however, is just a bad setup. Let's ditch this bridge and let's actually just redo this in a slightly different place. We'll create a route up here. Yeah, that seems a little bit nicer. This is fine. So what we can do is we can actually move this roundabout up a little bit because we've removed the bridge. We should be able to remove the roundabout somewhat, and we'll get everything sort of working on the same road here. I feel like I'm making an absolute dog's dinner out of this, but there we go, right over there. That's looking good. Let's fix this bridge. Nice. Across here, up there. Excellent. Let's get the pinks on the same route. Let's direct the yellows up this way so that there's going to be no sort of conflict. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's good enough for now. And we'll merge there. Again, trying not to make, a super large number of crazy junctions, I guess. That's kind of the dream. This is gonna be nasty, but look, we've got plenty of components right now, I don't know why I'm being stingy with the road tiles. I don't know why I'm being stingy with the bridges. We might as well go for it, right? Cool. Yep, This is good. Now, as I've already highlighted, these are completely independent networks at present. I'm gonna see if I can try and do something like that. Connect that up over there. It's probably not necessary at this moment in time, because I don't imagine that many yellow cars from this area are going to be heading down to here, but that might be the case. Let's also just connect that across there like so. That seems like an absolute no-brainer, right? So this is already starting to look pretty higgledy-piggledy, to be honest, but you know what? It's got character. It's got character. An early motorway as well feels very, very nice. Very reassuring to have the option of an early motorway. This setup is going to be reworked ever so slightly. I like the idea of like an exclusive area where cars come, you know, cars come to drop off or to pick up their pins even, and then, you know, an exclusive area for depots and whatnot. That sounds just a little bit better to me. So no bridge. We can't have a dedicated bridge. But I tell you what, there's nothing stopping us from just sticking a motorway in right now. You know, we've got the motorway. We might as well use it. If I do need to reevaluate the position of this motorway at some point later down the line, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not against it. But for now, I'm pretty content with that. This can just be linked together because there's no real difference here. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be re-diverted up there just because I want fewer vehicles on this specific junction. This is probably going to become a little bit of an issue. Another motorway. I mean, I'm never going to say no to a motorway, to be honest. This section here is a bit nasty, but to be honest, I think... Can we do that in fewer tiles? Yeah, we can. There we go. I think that's probably fine. The other thing that is immediately sticking out to me here as a decent option is the idea of connecting up a motorway to get from like one side of town to the other. To be fair, we could probably do with just bringing it in a little bit closer. Connecting it up, something like that. And that will probably give us some faster transit times. I feel like I'm maybe throwing away some of these motorways a little bit too hastily. But at the end of the day, I mean, we've got the motorways, we've got to use them. And that's the point. So, the goal from here on out is to try and surpass 1,500 cars or pins on any given map. And to be honest, I think that is well within our ability, our capability. It should be a challenge, but it's doable. This is perfect. This is actually so perfect. Let's get that over there. This can be reworked a little bit. I mean, that can be a little bit more direct, but something like that. That across there like so, and what do you know? I think that's grand. Yeah. Brilliant. Bridge or a roundabout. I'm actually going to take a roundabout. Unironically, feel like a roundabout down here would be quite beneficial. I don't know why. I just feel like a roundabout naturally should go there. I do feel like I should try and squeeze in roundabouts more frequently at the end of motorways. Don't know why I feel that way. I just do. Right. The only journey that is really potentially worrying at the moment is the pink cars from here to here. That's a real concern. That is a bit of a trek. That is a bit of a trek. Although, to be fair, this can be reworked and no longer necessarily needs to be a bridge. So that's some resources saved just there. We've got 38 tiles left. I mean, we are very, very okay for tiles at the moment. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna leave the setup as it currently stands. Let's also rework this ever so slightly. Just to perhaps make me feel a little bit better about myself. We will have a branch right there. I hope that makes a difference. I'm not sure that it will, but we'll see. Okay, this is already getting very, very messy. I don't want to say that it's getting out of hand, because it's not. It's just messy. It's just messy. This is also a little messy here. It's also worth noting that we have two basically completely independent road networks at the present moment. I'm kind of eyeballing this motorway here to do a route to the pink area. Connection like so, and we're good. Maybe even just stick it right in the center of the pink zone. Why not? This area still needs to be addressed somehow. Do I want to use these houses here? Sure, I can use these houses here on a temporary sort of basis, but this doesn't really fill me with confidence long term. But 3 depots should be enough to satisfy the demand of a low level mall for at least a little while. This is a pretty easy fix, I think. Come out here and just add that on like so. Just add it to the existing network. Same with that. Same with that. Another bridge across this area might be kind of nice, but of course we don't have the extra bridge facilities, so we're just gonna have to rely on the cars from the other side of town, which it's not the best of situations, but it's far from the worst. Does look like the pink vehicles are using the motorway, which is kind of what I intended, which is very, very nice. There we go. It's a little better. That extra tan depot should make a considerable difference, actually. I suspect that it might. Yellow over here. I'll take traffic lights. We don't really need the road tiles, to be honest. Yellow over here is still fine, I think, because yellow cars will still be able to reach this place. So that seems good. There's pretty decent usage of the motorway, which fills me with confidence, actually. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't really think that there's anywhere that traffic lights would be particularly beneficial. This area over here needs to be reworked a little bit. I'm pretty sure that this building decided to spawn in at a little bit of an awkward position, but that's fine. Let's do that there, sure. A roundabout in here would be really nice. I'll settle for a traffic light. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I still am not completely convinced that I like traffic lights, but don't love this area here, but it'll have to do for now. All right, make sure that everything's connected up. I think we're good. There's a lot of demand on yellow, actually. And I wonder if that's perhaps something that we can maybe fix. If I do something like this, right into the center of town, like that, and then we connect up a route here, a route there. This yellow is going to have to be a little bit sneaky and go in somewhere else, but I'm fine with that. The whole point of doing this there we go. The whole point of doing this is so that we're able to cut the travel times to the key yellow hubs at the moment. Already a fair bit of demand. Fair bit of demand on this specific junction here. Gonna stick in a traffic light. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we can but hope. Do we have any bridges? We absolutely do not have any bridges. Right. Okay. The solution to this is as follows. Building a whole bunch of brand new road. Deleting this bridge. Connecting up here. Now, this will do two things. First of all, it's going to merge both of the networks together. I mean, I know that they were technically merged through this very, very bendy motorway, but now it's definitely the case that they've been merged, but it also means that we can save the bridge, and I'm hoping we can actually just straight up add an extra area right over there for all of the pink cars over here to accelerate their transit. Run out of road tiles, really? It's quite surprising. Sure, move that over there. Okay, well, it's Saturday, so we're gonna get more road tiles at the end of the week anyway. We got a lot of demand for yellow right now. We've got a lot of demand for yellow. I'm gonna take 30 road tiles. Truthfully, I'm not even sure if there's anything that we can really do to accelerate the amount of yellow that we've got. I mean, we just need more yellow depots more than anything else. I think the routes are mostly okay as it stands. The traffic lights may be impeding the flow of traffic a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, I think we're fine. This little setup down here, we can fix that. This motorway is not having much joy. No siree, it's not. Okay, that's... oh boy, okay. I don't like this, actually. I don't like this. If I connect this up, it's going to put an even greater strain on this area. Let's see if that makes any difference. Okay. It's a little fractious right now. It's a little fractious. This tailback over here is also particularly worrying. I think we gotta ditch this motorway. Yeah, ditch that motorway. And we're gonna see if we can try and stick in a brand new motorway. If it's not too late, of course. Right, stick that in. Over here. Does that make any lick of difference? Remove the traffic light as well. I'm pretty certain that we might just be a smidge too late. Ah, gosh darn. I tell you what, that's pretty close to our personal best, actually. We're gonna give Dubai another chance here, I think. It just seems like the right thing to do. I mean, where did it all go wrong? Funnily enough, it wasn't to do with the bridges. It was actually to do with the fact that the motorway was just ridiculously overstretched. I think I just vastly overestimated the capability of the motorway to move traffic as fast as I wanted the traffic to be moved. I mean, it was moving things well enough, fast enough, but it wasn't quite there. I was pretty close. That was pretty close to my personal best, so I don't think that we can necessarily be too disappointed at all. But we got to do better this time. We got to do better this time. Man, I tell you what, in the late game, the pins, they just rack up at such an inordinately quick rate. It really is remarkable. It really is remarkable how fast time goes at the end of the game. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I tell you what, though, I felt like I did have the right idea. I felt like I had the right idea. Certainly, the original infrastructure that we built, you know, around this part in the last game. I'm gonna pick up a roundabout. I think that's probably cool. The original infrastructure that we built around the center of the map last time definitely seemed like it held up. It was just the sort of new infrastructure that was built that really seemed to be causing problems. Sure, we can place that down. no reason to hold it in my inventory. You know what? Sure. Is that going to make much of a difference? Probably not a huge dealio, but there you go. I think we can be happy about this. Yeah. The only issue with roundabouts is that it does give cars an additional area to tail back on. But to be honest, I'm not particularly worried about that. Yeah, this is looking really nice. Certainly it's a very, very nice grouping. Very tight grouping, in fact. Roundabout or traffic lights. I just don't rate traffic lights. Maybe I'm just using them wrong, but I just do not like them. Every time I seem to use them, things get worse, which is remarkable, in fact. Okay. So I kind of want to rework this a little bit. Let's do something like that, and then let's do something like this. So I'm going to connect the networks together in such a way that makes me think it won't be terrible. That was very nice placement, actually, video game. Thanks for spawning a garage right where I needed it. Okay, so we got the two networks. Knitted together. And that's fine. Quite happy with that. You know what? Let's create a new bridge here. It's about gosh darn time, eh? And a roundabout. Maybe squeeze in a roundabout right about here. Don't quite know how I feel about this. Not great. I feel a little bit better about that. So this is going to be nasty, because here's the thing. We don't actually have any additional bridges. So we got to make a decision about where we branch the current network from. It's either here or here. Could be both, I suppose. But this just, in my mind anyway, creates a little bit of tension over on this junction here. Does mean that the yellow cars are going to have to wait a little bit. They're going to have to wait for the blues to pass through. Let's connect that up. And we'll connect that up down there as well. So now we've got everything connected, which is kind of nice. Honestly, more roundabouts than I think. That's really good for us. More roundabouts than I've ever had down before. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I kind of rate roundabouts. I don't know why. I like them a lot. It just looks like the cars go faster around roundabouts than on regular road, but that might just be like a trick of the eye. Either way, obviously going to take the bridge over the traffic lights. If I spend all my time bashing traffic lights, I gotta follow that up with concrete action. I gotta follow that up with a blanking of traffic lights. This feels good. This feels really, really solid. I like what we have here. It feels nice. Here we go. Everything feels very compartmentalized at the moment. You know, we got our yellow houses. We got our other yellow houses. We got our blue houses. We got our tan houses, more blue houses, and we got our pink houses. Everything feels like it works. There's not really any crossover of any routes. Oh, I tell you what. Okay. What do we got? Hey, a motorway. Excellent. I think you know what? Actually, I'm going to hold on to the motorway for now. I was thinking that I could, if I wanted to, stick a motorway from here to here. Wouldn't necessarily be the craziest thing in the world to countenance that. Also, that's not where I'm going to put the motorway. The area that I'm going to put the motorway is across here. Because that's something that I missed. That is absolutely something that I missed. Oh boy, that was a close one. Also, I know this is going to mess up the pink routes for a little while. But that's fine. Let's do that. Man, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to miss. It's pretty easy to miss the founding of a brand new mall. Okay. All right. We got this one under control now. That's great. I guess we'll link it up together. Tan. This is actually a fairly easy fix, I think. Good. Yep, again, nothing super difficult about this. Gonna try and link that up over there. Be good if we could get another bridge here, but that's fine. It's fine for now, but I kind of want to maybe try and future-proof this area a little bit by getting an additional mode of transport for the tan vehicles to get across to the tan house. Okay, good. So far so good. It's pretty much only tan vehicles that are using connect that up there, connect that up there. Anything else that we want to do? I mean, a motorway here would be absolutely ideal. I think I kind of just want to do that instead. Try not to have any, you know, super crazy four-way junctions going. Potato. That's always good advice. Right, that's fine. We are somewhat out of road tiles. I didn't think that it could actually happen, but lo and behold, here we are. It's happened. And we do need to bring these 4 yellow depots online fairly swiftly, but that's fine for now. Oh boy, it's a lot of yellow depot action. That makes a bridge imperative, or a motorway. I think I prefer a motorway. Okay, this is actually perfect. So what I was pretty much just thinking of was something like that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I suspect that these yellow vehicles will be the first ones to be dispatched in order to get to both of these places now, which is pretty great. As a consequence, also going to disconnect this. Doesn't really seem to have much of a purpose. So I kind of hate this. So it's probably going to draw cars from here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So cars from literally all the way across the left-hand side of the map are going to have to be dispatched to get to this place and also this place. That's a recipe for disaster. That is 100% going to be one of the things that we want to rectify. We want to try and rectify swiftly, actually. Go. Yeah, the distance traveled is just far too long. Okay, that's looking good. Connect that up as well, maybe. It's not perfect. Looks a little bit funky. I know. It's okay. This is starting to become a busy motorway. Certainly a busier motorway. You know what? I'm gonna double down on the motorway situation. We gotta freaking go. We gotta freaking go. Let's go here. All the way across to the other side of the map. Yeah. And that should solve our problem. That is probably the longest motorway that I think I've ever created there. Look at this junction. Look at this junction. It's nasty. It's a nasty junction. This is a nasty junction right here. We gotta keep our eyes peeled on that one. Right, connect that in there, connect that in there. More tan vehicles is good. That's nice. That's a nice little addition of blues. Might mean that we can do something with that, actually. We feed that into here. Ah, we've run out of road tiles. I was thinking of connecting up sort of this area to this road here somewhere. That might make a little bit of a difference. Certainly, I don't want to end up jinxing it, but things look like they're being dealt with at a pretty decent pace. A couple of tweaks here and there. Yeah, that's excellent. This is a very, very easy fix, given that we've already got a motorway in place. Should be fixed relatively swiftly. Roundabout or a bridge? I think now we're to the stage where we need to consider a bridge. And to be honest, I would settle for just the option of 30 road tiles. I think that's really what we need. Yeah. Something else that I want to do is this and this. Oops. Ah, whatever. Okay. Redo this area slightly. It's kind of needed. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be updated. Right. I've gone for a fancy road design here. Might not make any difference, but it might. You never know. Okay. Bridge, extra bridge, thankfully, is gonna come in super handy. I don't believe it. Really? We're out of road tiles? I was really banking on having a few more of those things. I probably will be able to lay this slightly more efficiently. Oh, okay, so I'm still left with just one road tile. Video game, that doesn't really help me a tremendous amount, I gotta be honest. Okay, the good news is that this area is looking a little bit better. Pink traffic is still looking fine. Fix a couple of these houses, that's good. Fix a couple of those. This area is just a mess over here. Turn it around, maybe connect that up. That's just completely out of road tiles. Not seeing any pin explosions quite yet, which is good. We're gonna pick up a bridge. But again, would really dearly, video game, love the option of would love the option of the extra tiles, probably above everything else. Right, what does that leave us with? That leaves us with 12 after we've connected up most things. Right. Okay. This motorway needs to be dealt with. It's a bit too high density for my liking. Yeah, so what we really need is another motorway that runs from these houses up here to these houses here. Basically. How on earth? How on earth is the pink stuff not getting to where it needs to? Really? Okay, I mean, I'm somewhat surprised. A little bypass there, that might make a difference. I suppose this is the time where, if ever I was going to slow down the game, it would be now. Might just get to Sunday at this rate. I'd certainly be hoping that we do. We're fighting off a couple of issues. This is a big issue down here. I don't know what the heck happened here. Seems like everyone is just scrambling to get up to the tan zone. Yeah, yikes. I think it's the cars that need to go... Okay, I think that we can fix this. It's the cars that need to go over here. Does that rectify things? It might not immediately, but... Maybe seriously just, like, getting rid of this. Getting rid of that bridge is going to make a difference. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it might. This area looks very, very spicy. I think this is going to do it. No? Oh, my lordy. It's so freaking close, dude. Look at how close that is. It's got to break. It's got to break. It's going to break now. Yep. Yeah, here comes the car that's not going to manage. Yeah, there we go. It was bound to happen at some point, but 1,655, to be brutally honest, I don't think that you can really, you know, generally ask for much more than that. That was very, very good, actually. We were in a good place there. The problem with that one, as it ever so frequently happens to be, we didn't get the option of motorways towards the end of the game. I don't know why, but it seems like towards the end, maybe the you know, the game like weights the chances of a motorway being an option slightly differently. I don't know why it would, but there you go. So I've just created a little bit of a monster here, but again, it's mostly just to try and ensure that we don't have too many four-way junctions. You know what? Sure. On this level, maybe I'll try and artificially create four-way junctions. Also, I have a roundabout. Well, this changes a few things, I suppose, doesn't it? Bleh. Don't love it, but that's fine. Very, very fine. Ooh, so I think this is an opportunity to use tunnels. Now, I don't think that I've actually used tunnels. You see them right here. I don't think that I've actually used tunnels on the old YouTube channel before. I've definitely used tunnels before, just playing casually, but I don't think that I've used them. Don't think that I've used them on the YouTube channel. Man, what an awful spawn. Right, let's redo this. Try and make it look slightly more presentable. Stick a roundabout in here somewhere. Here we go, and up. Yeah, okay, roundabout to roundabout, looking pretty good. Funnily enough, again, I want to draw your attention to the fact that it wasn't the roundabout strat which ended up letting us down on the last map. It was a lack of motorways. It was a lack of motorways. A dedicated tan motorway, I think, would have been good. We tried to sort of get there by making a couple of tweaks, but didn't really manage to make it work, as you'd have seen. All right, I'm gonna pick up a tunnel because I think that a tunnel is probably going to be used at some point. Now, I think this is tunnel over here. There we go. I built a tunnel. We will no doubt have to use a good number of them going forward. But for now, we just have to count our blessings that we don't have to worry about any water, right? I mean, that's the thing, is that if we got tunnels, we can probably get bridges. There might be a water deposit on this map, but no evidence of one thus far. Let's do that. Oh my goodness gracious me, that was quite a series of events. So I'm creating I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, but we're gonna leave it there for now. Okay. So I mean, this whole setup is screaming out for a motorway. Absolutely desperate for a motorway to get tan vehicles over to the tan area, purple vehicles to the purple area. Even a roundabout in here would probably be pretty good. But, you know, if it's working without a roundabout, there's no point in... I was going to say there's no point in forcing it, but perhaps that's just exactly what we do. Right. Okay, roundabout comfortably in the middle there. For... There we go. For up north, over there. That's fine. Cool. And in fact, if we wanted to be... Yeah, there we go. That's maybe a little bit better. It looks really weird. I really don't like the way that the corners look when you cut them here, but... that's our 5th color, and we're on, like, week 3. What's happening, please? We can't even go under this thing. Okay. We can't even go under this... This mall there. Okay, alright. That's fine. I think that we're literally going to see every single type of car going around this roundabout. I don't like this. This is a lot of weight on this one roundabout here. It's not like the other 2 roundabouts are getting even close to the same amount of use. But there you go. Apparently, this is the roundabout episode. It's the roundabout episode. There we go. Make that look a little bit more square. Sure. I'm willing to spend 1 road piece to make it look a little bit better. Motorway, please, video game? Any motorway? Ooh, yeah, that's the other weird thing. Motorways can't actually go over mountains. Which is kind of whack. Just something to keep in mind. Now, an express tunnel? More really of an excuse to actually use the tunnel. More than anything else. Alright. Ooh, I tell you what, if we could link up this express tunnel, that'd be a legitimate way to get around. We don't have many road pieces left, but that's fine. Tell you what, the express tunnel really should be connected to a roundabout, shouldn't it? If it's all that it's cranked up to be, it'll have proper infrastructure. Okay. I'm now no longer willing to waste a piece. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's big nasty. It's pretty horrible looking. I'm also completely out of pieces. This roundabout is starting to see a little bit more action now, so that's good at least. Finally. Freaking finally, eh? Okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I think, you know what I think we want to do? I think we want to stick a roundabout in here. Connect that up. I think that we want to see if we can try and maybe get a bespoke tan motorway. Sure. Let's give that a punt. I know that we just built an express tunnel, but what's better than an express tunnel? I'll tell you, it's an express motorway. Okay, this is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Color number 6? What the heckity heck is happening here? And how inconvenient for both of these houses to spawn on my express tunnel route. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. But whatever. Some red cars are deciding to take this route as well. Can't really figure out which red cars are actually getting to their destination quicker. Certainly doesn't feel like they should be getting here quicker. I guess they're going from here to here? Really? Is that quicker? Quicker than the express tunnel? Okay, I'm going to reinstitute a connection over here. See if that makes a difference. We'll take another motorway. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that at all. Yeah, this is an opportunity to change. That's more palatable to me, but barely. I'm also basically left without any additional road tiles after I make all those amendments. But that being said, the outcome, I hope, will be a system that works just a little bit more smoothly. Okay, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. A bunch of really, really nasty options here, but thankfully I've got exactly the right number of tiles to make this work. I don't know what the heck these houses are gonna do. I need the yellow houses. I need the yellow depots. That's the thing. They're just spawning in really bad places. Okay, tan vehicles are still managing. Looks like the roundabout's not slowing down traffic too much, which is good. Doesn't look like there's any area that's particularly bad. Oh my goodness, 40 road tiles? Heck yeah. Okay, I mean, that's great. There's also a real opportunity here. There we go, to increase the number of super duper local tan vehicles, which are going in here. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty good improvement too. Yellow vehicles are fine, but to be honest, we should just connect up the yellow vehicles, even if I don't like where they're gonna be connected up. Man, this is nasty. This is nasty. This is so nasty. I can believe that I only got a score of whatever it was, 1,000 on this place. It's just awful. Look at what's happening. The amount of stuff that's spawning in unbelievably awkward places. It's just all happening. I still have 22 road tiles though, so that's nice. It's very, very nice, in fact. Any joy? Ooh, that's not terrible for... That's not terrible for old potato here. Well, it's not great either. It's not great either. Sure. Something like that. I'll take the motorway. I don't need the tiles right now. Do we get another dedicated tan route? You know what? I actually don't think that we do. I think that we get a red route here. Yeah, I think that that's what we do. To make it easier to get to the red areas. Sure. This area here, connect this up. It's a nice little amendment. Should make it a little bit easier to get the reds from here to here, or the pinks from here to here. I need to say pink instead of red now. Right. Okay, there is so much going on that I'm actually finding it very difficult to articulate what my plan is. I mean, the plan is always survive. And to be honest, I'm actually fairly happy with how that whole plan is thus far working out. That was an ambitious bit of road. This building is going to spawn a second one here. This mall is going to spawn a second one here. I'm worried. I'm worried when that happens how we're going to cope with whatever the other color is that we need to consider. Also, I'm really worried about the fact that we've got this pink. The demand for pinks over here is high. We're not really hitting it as quickly as we need to be. Let's see if we can do something about that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Should mean that we just have way less pinks to deal with. Yellow. Oh my lordy, it's just all happening so fast. Maybe part of the problem is that I'm in 2 times speed here, but that's kind of by the by. We got a lot of blues. We got a lot of blues and not very many cars. Oops. Not very many cars coming to the blue area, but I guess that's kind of to be expected. It's kind of okay. Got so many tan houses, and all of the tan needs are being taken care of pretty much everywhere, to be honest. Yeah, it's just really blue and purple and a couple of yellows around this part. That's troubling me. I'll tell you what we could do. Here's an idea for you. Now this is an idea. So now all yellows should theoretically route along this motorway. I hope that they do. I hope that purples don't route along this motorway. Let's see if that is actually the case. Tan over there is fine. We've already got an extensive amount of tan infrastructure. Lots of yellow stuff happening. But to be fair, we got a lot of yellow cars. Please, yellow, just route along the way that I would like you to take. If you route along that route, then we'll be just fine. 40 road tiles, yes, please. Okay. We gotta go big. We gotta go big here. We gotta go big. It doesn't really seem like the yellows are routing along this way as I originally intended. Let's see if we can try and get the purples to do that then. Sure. And maybe we'll get yellows to come up this way instead. Maybe that makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We can now do that. I doubt that it's going to make a huge amount of difference, but we can certainly give it a crack. Blues can also now be connected at long last. But I'm acutely aware that all that we're really doing here is just throwing yet more cars into the mix. Okay, come on. Route somewhere else. Route somewhere else, cars. Come on. Go along this motorway that I've so carefully curated for just this occasion. This roundabout has now become a real impediment. It's just too busy. It's just too freaking busy. Okay. Yep. More of those. More of those. Anything else needed? I mean, more stuff is maybe needed, but there's not much else that I can add to the mix. I'm not really sure if the roundabout's working any more smoothly. I don't know why, but it looks like it's working a little bit more smoothly now. No, I think that that's just a figment of my imagination. Yeah. Pretty sure that's just a figment of my imagination here. Look at the amount of tailbacks in the blue area. It's huge. It's horrific. That being said, the roundabout does look smooth. It's the purple that worries me now. The level 1 purple. Oh. If I just connected those two houses just a little bit earlier, that might have made all the difference. But alas, I did not, and the purple ends up exploding. Purple was difficult to supply there. Purple was coming from the other side of the map. But hey, we actually, unbelievably, achieved the goal. I mean, that was... I kind of didn't expect it to happen that quickly. I was thinking it would take a wee bit longer than that. But look at that. 1,655, 1,560. We got Munich, we got Zurich, we got Moscow to do, and Tokyo, and also Beijing to bump above 1,500. But you know what? We're probably going to do that in the future. I really enjoyed that. That was a really, really great little session that we had there. I just freaking love this game. I can't get enough of it. I don't know why, but I'm probably going to keep playing it on the channel. So if you're down for that, let me know in the comments. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. Thanks as ever to the fantastic support over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/potato. Thanks to Banana and Aurelia from the $225 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.